Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Take 5. This week we got Slyro talking to me about our top 5 favorite anime video endings. What am I talking about? I hate myself. I haven't
When
recorded in
when you
weeks.
when you first started saying that, it sounded like you were introducing me as if I was like a new guest to the show or something.
Well, you
It's
never
like
know.
you
I might
cheat on
get
me
some
with like
other
other.
guests. Might get
Whoa, whoa,
Chaos
whoa.
or Michael in here. Who knows?
Do it. You won't.
You know what? Chaos doesn't want to do any more videos with me.
Why
Can't,
wouldn't you
can't even
do?
get a hold of Michael. All right. Well, yeah. So this week is top 5, or this video, I guess. I wish I could do it weekly. That would be great.
Yeah, that would be great.
Um, but yeah, top 5 favorite endings in anime, and by like endings, I mean ending songs, not the ending of an anime. We're
Yeah,
not talking about Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood ending here.
yeah. What a terrible ending. Just kidding. Just
Good,
kidding.
but best ending. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I know. No, it's great.
I'm talking about Death Note ending. That ending dumb.
uh, no, it's fine.
Whatever. I'm making Death Note people mad right now. All right.
I'm sure. Yeah.
So I'm going first, and Slyro, this is it's just part of me. It's who I am. You know it. Chaos knows it. Michael know it. I played it at my wedding. It's ending 8 from Naruto Shippuden, also known as Bachkoi Bachkoi Baby.
Oh my gosh.
I love this stupid song. I can't even explain to you why. It just resonates with me in a way that I don't think I even understand myself. I mean, I haven't even looked up the English lyrics. I don't even know what the song is about, just so you know.
You know what? I kind of need to know. I need to know.
Oh no, please.
How do you spell Botchkoi baby? I have no idea. Oh,
Bachkoi, and then you can spell the
hold on.
rest.
Oh, I think I've kind of found it.
uh,
Uh,
but
Let me see if I can look up lyrics. Yeah, yeah. Go
the
ahead. Go ahead and talk for like
it's
30 more seconds while I
I
figure this out.
I'm not one for like slow, sadder endings. A lot of animes have this slow, somber stuff towards the end. I want something like energetic, bombastic, kind of just make you feel good that the anime is like, the anime's done for the week or whatever. I want something just a jam to listen to, and Botchkoi Botchkoi Baby is one of those songs, man. And then they got all the people dancing in the animation of the ending of the. They got Naruto, they got Mike Guy, they got Rock Lee dancing. The three main Konoha girls, Sakura and Hinata. They're all doing this stupid dance, and I just like it, man. It's good. It's fun. And as someone who's not a really big ending person, yeah, if something catches my interest, that's enough for me.
These lyrics are pretty nonsensical. Okay, wait. There was like ones on like Google, and then there's like one that's on a website that like at least makes it into sentences and stuff. Uh, but I don't know why. There's the first verse is oh my god. Even I was knocked down on by yesterday's failure. Thank you. You spilled sauce on my new clothes. Wow.
What?
Don't mind. If you stay being sad, there'll be tears in my eyes. Okay. I'm eating a rice bowl and dancing.
Yo, what the hell?
It's just. I mean, I don't know. I guess maybe it's not as nonsense.
Well, maybe it makes
No
more
matter what
sense
it
in
talks about.
Japanese, dude. I don't
It
know.
probably does. It probably does. The ones that I was looking at before was like it didn't connect them at all. It was just like, uh, I already closed it out, but it like didn't flow together like at all. All right, it's not as nonsensical, but it's very silly.
Dude, it's just a fun song. That's all I care about, and that's really
Yeah,
for
you're allowed to
me.
have fun.
That's all you really need.
Yeah, you're allowed to have fun.
All right, I
No
want to hear.
problem
I
there.
want. Yeah, that's right. And if you have a problem, then I'm gonna destroy you, Saro.
Yeah, yeah. I have a fun little collection of anime endings. I was telling RTK before we started recording. I don't have a ton of anime endings that I like, but the ones I do, I really really like. And I had a really hard time picking my number five because there was like four different songs, and I was just like, "Oh, I really like the song, but I don't have room for all of them." So I decided to put one that might be it's up there for maybe my favorite song on this whole list, but there's just nothing else to it. And that is the ending for Tower of God. Um,
Oh,
yeah,
huh.
that one
I
oh gosh,
do.
why did I not write down the name of that?
I vaguely remember that for some reason.
Yeah, the whole ending is literally just like Rachel, is that her name? Right?
Yeah,
She's
the
just like
most
laying,
hated
she's just like
character
laying,
in
yeah, yeah, yeah.
history.
She's just like laying in the grass, and I think she like opens or closes her eyes throughout it, but like that's the entire animation. The song is just a banger.
It's
I
called
really
Slump.
really like it. Oh yes, Slump. Yes, 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 yes. Dude, it's so good.
I'll have
That's
to
the only
listen to it.
reason
I
that I
don't
really,
remember this.
yeah, it's so good. It's um I think just the, you know, it just has a good tune. It has a good vibe. The singing is nice. I know the full version has like a whole rap verse as well, which is nice. A lot of energy to it. And I don't know. I think like the initial buildup. So something that will become even more evident throughout the list is I really like the transition from end of anime to start of anime ending song. I think there's certain anime endings that do that really really well, and I think Tower of God does it solid as well because it starts out kind of just with that, you know, doo 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 doo, you know, like really slow, and then it sort of builds into the song. So it's a nice transition from end of anime to start of song, which is nice. But also just the song is so good. So that's the only reason why it's here.
You know, yeah, I gotta listen to it because I don't remember it. I don't remember people being like upset with Tower of God's anime. I don't remember why, but I liked
I'm not
watching it.
sure.
I read the manhwa, so
Yeah, I remember like season 2 was announced like so long ago, and there's still nothing.
the same thing with another anime that I'll be talking about later. That season 2 was announced about, but nothing's been brought up for a while.
Yeah, very unfortunate.
All
All
right.
right, well, that's all I have for that. Do you want me to just talk about my number
Yeah,
4?
boy, we
All
snaking.
right.
We always
All right.
snaking.
Well, my number 4 is funny because I also brought it up in my openings list, and it's the one that you haven't watched because it's the ending to Given.
Oh,
Hooray!
what the heck?
Given is really good. It's also a music anime, and the ending is sung by the main singer in the show. So he has a really good voice. So the ending is obviously really really good.
I
Uh,
don't believe you.
yeah. But it's also really cool because I think at the end of the first episode, it just plays a piano version of the ending. It doesn't play the full ending because the main character hasn't like sung in the anime yet. And then I guess in episode 2 is when he like sings for the first time. And so once you hear his singing voice, then he starts to actually like sing the ending. So I think that's pretty cool and neat. Um, the every piece of music from Given is just like, it makes me so emotional because it's all cute but a little sad. I think this song in particular, I have some notes. I'm just trying to like, I didn't format them at all. Um, but the lyrics are really good because it sort of it's talking about, you know, sort of grieving a loss while also trying to like move on, and sort of complicated feelings of like involving all that. It's not the only song in the show to do that, but it is one of them, and I think the instrumentals that go with it work alongside it nicely because it starts off very slow. It's a very slow build. The chorus is really nice. I think it gets more upbeat in like the full version, but I think it stays mostly slow except for the chorus in the ending, which is nice. The animation is just a cute fluffy dog walking across the screen, which is fun, I guess. But this is another one where the visuals don't really matter. There's not really much there visually. It's just a really nice song that has an added layer of being from an anime that I like a little bit more, having characters that I like more, and lyrics that also help convey the message of like what the song sounds like. Um, yeah, that's basically all my notes about that. Good song.
That's good enough,
Yep.
I don't think we put too much stock into the endings, but it's all right. My number 4, and Cyro, I don't think you would have this on your list, and I not really, like I said in the previous number 5. I'm not really one for slow, like somber sounding songs, but this
Mm-hmm.
one from Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is the first ending. It's called Usoi, or it's Lies by Sid, and
Lies.
yeah, I really like the song and the animation style that they go, because it's almost like a chalk looking style where they draw Ed and Al, and it's just this like progression of all the characters through the story, and it just it
Oh.
it's a good ending. And like,
Yeah, I just looked it up and I was like, oh, okay. As soon as he starts singing it, I was just like, yeah, okay.
yeah, it's a good ending. You like it.
Yeah.
It just is something that is very hummable and very good to listen to. And I generally categorize my favorite songs as if I listen to them daily or not. And this is one of the ones.
Yeah. I will say, it's not very fair, but anime that I watched on Netflix are at an inherent disadvantage.
Oh, because they automatically
because
skip the endings. Yeah.
basically, yeah. So I did not really pay attention to a lot of the Fullmetal Alchemist endings. Because they just kind of got skipped over, which is not really fair.
There's some good ones,
but,
my boy.
I mean, in terms of animation, this already has probably better animation than maybe anything on my list, except for maybe number one.
What the heck? No way.
Maybe we'll see.
It's just a nice little style. It's cute, you know.
Nice.
It's something where Full Metal Alchemist is very like bleak at times, so this ending can be kind of, you know, the counterweight to it. So, you know, although the episode with Tucker and this one plays right afterwards, it kind of not good. But you know, it's a good song, and that's mostly all I care about.
Absolutely, that makes sense.
And it's my turn to do the sneaky snake.
Sure is.
Starro.
You
watched Jujutsu Kaisen, yes?
Dude, I literally just thought of it. I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't even think about the Jujutsu Kaisen as ending. I was like, RTK better put it.
I love Lost in Paradise.
Okay, yeah.
Not only is the song just a friggin' banger, dude. They got the characters dancing in a super simplistic drawing style. You get to see Yuji bust in, spiking his hair, making himself look good, and dancing around. Even Megumi's dancing. You get Gojo dancing. It's just good, man. And then it's just it's simple with a banger of a song, and that's all I need for an ending. It doesn't have to be the somber, sad ending song. Spice it up, make it good, make it entertaining. I want to watch something that interests me at the end of the anime, not something that I'll just like skip.
Yeah, I absolutely think that this is like objectively one of the best ones. It's not really heavy on my like song rotation, so I just didn't really think about it.
It's just funky, man.
It's so good. Yeah, it has everything. It's got a great song. It's got the dancing. I love characters dancing. We'll talk about that later.
Oh, hey.
It's definitely not gonna be the same one as you, but because it's actually only applies to one.
Okay, all right.
But I do, and like a different like animation styles is also really cool. That's one that's not really represented on my list, but I do always appreciate when that happens.
I know
that seems like what you're gravitating towards, because
I
have a lot of like unique animation
really
stuff.
like the stylized art styles. In my opening list, like my number 2 was Colors of the Heart because of how stylistically different the opening is and just how it looks so different from anything else I've seen, and that's kind of what catches my interest as I guess as an artist, you know. So if it pops to me it's a banger song, then I'm sold. I don't even care.
Yeah, no, absolutely, that makes sense.
All right, well, it's your turn, my boy.
Ooh, all right, let's go. My number 3 is I don't know, probably gonna feel like an out of nowhere sort of pick. It is the second ending from season 4 of My Hero Academia.
Yo, what the heck?
Yeah, the song is called Shout Baby. I love this ending. I love the ending. The transition from the end of the episode to the start of the song is so clean. It's so good. The song is upbeat and catchy. The drums are very prominent, and I love drums. It is like my perfect style of music. The lyrics are cool. There are some of them are a little generic. You know, they talk a little bit about like uncertainty of the present, reaching the future. But with some messages of just doing the best you can, even if things aren't going the greatest for you. There's 2 things involving the very end of the ending. Has a lyric that translates to I want to change, or I want to make a change, and in the ending itself, Deku actually mouths those words because of course he would. That's sort of who he is he wants to make a change in the world. But I remember sort of having an impact on me that I don't think quite goes into the song, but this is also around the Endeavor is like starting to, you know, try and ask for a redemption arc type deal. And I think it specifically involves it's during the season where he talks to All Might and just be like, hey, what can I do to be, you know, like you, essentially, or like what can I do to be like #1 hero, and like be more of like the hero that everybody wants to see, which I think also sort of encapsulates that I want to change type thing, which I think most of the lyrics around it don't really support that, but it's still something that I hold on to because I don't know, bias, whatever. Only other animation thing to make note is well, there's a lot of Easter eggs and stuff in the ending. This is actually one where if you like look at stuff in the background, it's more than just like the other ones that I talked to are just like the animation doesn't really mean much. This one, there's like a lot of stuff in the background that if you know take note of, you might be like, oh, I know that reference, or oh, I know that character, or this is, you know, sort of pictures and stuff of like the past and like childhood and other things like that. But there's a section I think towards the end that shows it flashes Deku and Bakugo sort of like side by side with All Might in the middle, and it's from when they're like baby like children, and like each stage like that they've shown you like throughout the show, and in all of them. It's like a quick flash. Deku and Bakugo are facing like different directions, and then in the final one, All Might is no longer like the hero; he's like skinny, and then Deku and Bakugo are like looking the same direction, you know, presumably like towards the future, which is like what the song's talking about. So a lot of it just works together to make a really good ending, which is I don't know for an ending that's just like randomly in the middle of like a long shonen anime. It did its job to stand out because usually, I know you have like the 8th ending of Naruto, but like. A lot of like long shonen series, it's just like, oh, you sort of get lost in like the 20-30 endings that these series have, but that is the one and only one for My Hero Academia that really stands out to me, and I love this song so much.
Yo, I'm really holding my tongue right now because I'm fully caught up on the MHA manga, and that it really focuses on All Might right now.
Interesting.
So, you know, it's that song. And the way you describe it is perfectly encapsulating what's happening right now.
That's really interesting because
Yeah.
I mean that's from season 4, and I think the anime is up to season 6. I think was the last one that aired. So, yeah, I mean that's like a few years old at this point.
Yeah, well, I mean
So,
it's probably an ongoing theme throughout the whole anime.
yeah, makes sense. But yeah, no, great song.
All right.
All right. And then I'll move on to my number 2.
You snaking, yeah?
Yep. And my number 2 is the second ending from Fruits Basket Season 2.
I don't care about Fruits Basket.
The song is called Eden. And I know I sort of mention it each time, but like this one really, like when it gets to the end of like the episode, it like starts playing like some of the chords like in the background, and you just know, you're like, ooh, it's coming, and then it transitions into the song, and it's like perfect. The song is very like chill, very catchy. I love it so much. The animation stuff is more like a slideshow, but it shows sort of like all the characters like one at a time. And I know, oh gosh, I know somebody had made like a 30-minute long video analyzing like each like frame of the thing because there's so much symbolism in like each picture, which is interesting. The song itself is it's sort of like almost like a love song, but it's also one of those. It's sort of says that like, you know, even if we can't. I think there's lyrics in there that say stuff like, even if we can't actually be together, the fact that like you've been in my life is like enough. Which I feel like at least half the characters that have interacted with Toru feel. And depending on who you either most envisioned her ending up with, or who she ends up with canon, I mean, it works out really well for whoever you envision singing that song, which is really nice. It's just a fantastic song, and I still listen to it like all the time.
Try not
And
to spoil
I also just
things,
love Fruits Basket, so yeah.
Try not to spoil.
I mean, you should not spoil Fruits Basket. Fruits Basket is just a fantastic series that everybody should watch and enjoy. Even though
I mean, I've watched it, I just don't.
Yeah, but you didn't enjoy it.
I don't
You didn't
enjoy
do the second
it
part
much.
You should.
Sorry, Slaro, I can't hit that checklist. All right. Well, I guess you're going. Wait, I have to do my number two.
You do. You're
We
two and
messed
you're
up
one.
We messed up somewhere. I'm supposed to end
No, we
this.
didn't.
Yeah.
No, we didn't.
Yeah,
No,
we did.
I'm ending this.
Oh, you're ending it. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Well, this is gonna. It might surprise you, Slaro, because I really like this song, even though this is the one I was talking about that season 2 was apparently announced, and I've never heard a word about it since. But it's the ending from Skate the Infinity.
Oh my gosh, that's such a good ending.
Yeah,
yes.
it's so good. It's literally
Yes.
the song's literally just called Infinity, and
Yes.
the ending is just like you start out with palm trees, kind of just going back and forth. And then it's just a slideshow of all the like important characters just biffing it on their skateboards, and and they got like little names for them too. Like I think the guy in the clown mask, or no, the guy who dresses up like Kiss or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Gets the Nutcracker, or there's the Hitori pile driver. It's just watching them crash into stuff it's pretty funny, and it is that slideshow type of ending, so it's not anything to talk about in terms of animation, but like the song is just catchy. It's like this really relaxing song that kind of just sits with you. If you it just sticks in your head, and there's not really any good translated like lyrics, but like some I just wish I could speak Japanese, man, or read Japanese at least. Kind of translate them myself.
I know, right?
But it mostly just talks about like being with the person as much as you can, and being there for infinity, basically, which is, it kind of is like how the bond between the two characters in the show is, depending on how you look at it. But it's just a really good song. It's just a nice song to listen to. It gets you in a good mood.
Yeah, it's also one of those. I feel like this song really somehow it fits perfectly with Skate the Infinity in a way that like I don't know that you could put the song in like
anything else.
Like,
exactly.
It's such a perfect match. Oh wow, you made such a good list. I'm so proud of you,
dude. I just threw them together. It's just a good song, man.
I think this was one of those that was on the short list that I was like, I don't have anything more to say, and I want to talk about these other ones.
All right.
So very, very good job.
Now let me get this open real quick before I get into it. I want to talk about it a little bit more descriptively than usual. Let me see if I can get the video open without music playing.
You got this.
Okay, let's see.
I wonder what it could be.
It has been my favorite ending. I'm gonna have to be quick with muting this. Okay. All right. I did it. Maybe got the first little clip of it. But ever since I heard the song, like the anime isn't that great, but I really love the song and the animation that goes with it. But it's the first ending of Fire Force called Veil.
Ooh, yeah, okay.
And
yep.
it starts out with this just like really nice guitar rhythm, and just gets into this bump 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 bump. It gets you into it, and the ending, if you're just looking at it closely, it follows the backstory of like one of the main characters. Oh, what was her name? The blonde nun, the blonde nun,
the nun girl,
and it just shows her backstory. Like she's at the whatever is it called, a nunnery? I don't know.
Church?
I don't know, man. But then like it just shows her like a slideshow with all her friends, and then it shows the aftermath of what happened to those friends, and it's just like a really like good song on top of like story that you don't really get that much even in the anime. You get little bits here and there of it, but like it is just like you realize that this anime can be kind of dark, and the animation for it is just a lot of it is her running away from the flames towards, like, it's like 30 seconds of her just running from the fire, from the orphanage in the rain. It's just super depressing. But you see this character, and she's just still trying to be a good person after all the crap that's happened to her. And it's just a really good song too, by the way. I like it a lot.
This is one of those. It's so funny because I was like, yeah, I remember I would listen to the ending every single time.
For
but
real,
dude. I
dude.
was so busy just like jamming out to it that I never actually bothered to pay attention to the animation ever.
Oh, dang.
I was just watching it in the background. I was like, wow, I remember the start of it and nothing else looks familiar to me, despite the fact that I know I didn't skip this ending.
Dude, what the heck? Oh, come on, man. All right, well, that's my number one. You know, it's a good song, and it has a way deeper meaning to it in the animation than you actually think about. So, you know, that's
nice.
All right. Lay it down, Cyro.
All right. To all 0 people that are going to care about the next however many minutes I talk about this is my time to talk about something that I'm never going to get another platform to talk about this. My favorite ending of all time is the ending to an anime called Stars Align. I need you to bring up the ending on your end because this ending is ridiculous. Okay.
Alright, hold up.
Gosh.
What's this, a tennis anime?
It is. They play soft tennis, so it's not even real
What
tennis.
What the hell is soft tennis?
They play with a different type of ball or something. It's actually a real thing, which is
Alright, I got
one thing
it playing.
that this anime taught me.
What is going on?
So, I talked about characters dancing, and this is the characters dancing ending that I love so much. And the reason that this one works so well, so first off, I'll go ahead, get the obligatory song is a banger, transition from end of episode to start of song is fantastic. The dancing is a lot of fun. So this is an anime that has a lot of sadness, trauma, like really heavy topics, right? And there are times where just like this anime is just so like heavy sometimes, and then that song starts to play, and you're just like, I get a release from this, and I just get to have fun, which is it's such a stark contrast to like what the anime is a lot of times, where it'll be dark, and then you'll get this brief moment of this, and then sometimes it'll have some more episode after the ending, and then it'll go right back down to being dark, and it's like you got that brief time to be like in your safe space in the ending, and then it rips it right away from you.
Dude,
which is what this anime
no
does
way.
So good.
If you showed me this out of context and told me that this anime was depressing, I would not believe you.
I know. It is crazy. So now I need to walk you through a little bit and probably give some spoilers. Let me just see.
All right.
Let me make sure I got everything of the overall stuff out of the way. But so generally a lot of the characters have like traumatic home lives and stuff like that, and so the lyrics themselves also have very specific lyrics of like feeling like you're trapped in a cage and you want to break free and like fly and stuff like that, which is like so on point for like most of the characters in this anime. So then now if I actually like go through some of the animation, so after the beginning is just whatever, they're playing tennis, this girl dancing, she barely shows up in the show. But then they start dancing in like pairs, and like a lot of the pairs. So I think they start dancing in pairs before you even realize it, because then in episode 2 or 3, soft tennis that they
progresses through. Okay.
Yeah, well, it's played in doubles, right? And so each pair that's dancing, they are on like the same like team together. Like they're in a pair with each other when they play tennis.
Okay.
And outside of like the teachers at the beginning, and then the two characters right after the teachers. Neither of them play. They're more like, you know, support. I don't know. I know the one, you know, one of them like draws. One of them, I think, just like cheers for the team or whatever. They're just kind of they're not players. But then after the initial characters, what I love is each episode you would sort of learn a little bit about most of the characters, and then you would watch the ending, or I would watch the ending and see how their personality translates to how they're dancing in the ending. So you have the two main characters. The main character, I think I have his name. Yeah, his name is Maki. He has like a normal expression. He's just sort of effortlessly dancing like with the music, no problem. Which reflects the fact that he's never played soft tennis, and he just kind of picks it up because he has good like reflexes in like 1-to-1 comparison. Whereas like the guy next to him is like really serious, actually like falling behind with the dancing and like not quite doing it right. and you know, he's also not like the best at soft tennis, despite the fact that he's like the captain and is like the reason that the team is still together and is like trying his hardest and all that sort of stuff. So you have things like that, which is really cool. You have, let me see, dude, I just love this song. I need to skip through, but there's like one character that's like barely moving at all because he just like doesn't care that much for soft tennis. There's like one that's like showboating because he's just sort of the class clown character, and another character that doesn't dance at all, which is foreshadowing like something that happens in like episode 9 or something, because there's like a big tennis tournament at like the end of the show, and for reasons I won't say, the guy holding the soccer ball not dancing doesn't play in that tournament. So it was foreshadowed in front of your face the whole time, which is like amazing. I love they do stuff like that.
Yo, what
there's
the
like,
heck?
dude, there's the next character. There's like one character that's like staring off into space, and that happens in the show where he gets distracted because he has maybe one of the more traumatic home lives. There's like another one that's like barely moving because his parents are like super overprotective. Like everybody like has a reason as to why they're moving the way they are, or like why they're not. And just like, you know, as it gets toward the end, some of them stop dancing. Like the one girl sits down and starts drawing because that's what she likes more. The main character is playing with a cat because like, you know, he's there to help his friends, but he's not super passionate about like the sport of soft tennis or anything. So like everything just reflects so perfectly on top of a banger song, on top of just like the transition, on top of the fact that it like is such a good relief from like the heaviness of certain episodes. Generally, the first half of the anime is a little bit more heavy. This anime is a wild ride. The ending is my favorite of all time. We'll never get a season 2 at this point, which is hilarious because it ends on maybe the biggest cliffhanger of all time.
I'm looking at the comments right now, and it's like, why no season 2?
Yeah, it was an anime original, so it didn't have a manga, so like you didn't know like what was gonna happen. And I'll tell you, I won't spoil it on recording, but I'll tell you if you don't care about how the anime ends. It's a wild ride. For like the first half of this anime, I thought it was going to be like one of my all-time favorites, and it just sort of dropped the ball a little bit in the second half, which could be remedied if it ever came out with season 2. But I mean, that's probably not going to happen. All right, I think I've said everything there is to say about this ending, but I love it so much.
Dude, what the heck?
Also, just in case there's one person that brings it up, there was a situation where some of the dance choreography that the characters are doing was like apparently stolen from like some dancer, but all that has apparently been settled and everything's all good and cleared and all that. So I don't generally care that much about that because as far as I'm aware, the situation was resolved, and it's still, like I said, because of how much the character's personality reflected in what they're dancing, I still think that it works. And I believe that the people that made up the dances got their due and whatnot. So I think everything's all good. But yeah, so. And now I never get to talk about this anime ever again.
I mean, maybe I'll watch it. This ending makes me kind of want to watch it. I haven't even got to listen to the lyrics yet because I'm recording, so.
It's very good.
Huh. Well, you know, that was a pretty quick list, Tyler. Oh, already 33 minutes. Never mind, I take it back.
Hey, that's a bad. We used to do like an hour and a half. We've gotten a lot better.
I know. When we get to our next one, Spyro, then you're gonna have to put in a lot of effort.
We'll see. I don't even know what our next one is off the top of my head.
Oh, I'm gonna have to tell you. Anyways, thank you for watching, everybody. Make sure to leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Go to Slyro's channel, hit that subscribe button, hit his little dingly bell. He uploads every day. I do not lately, so sorry about that. But you know, I'll get on the wagon when I can. So thank you for watching. As always, stay awesome, and I'll see you guys on the next one.